This chapter introduces the elements you have to choose from for marking up text. There probably aren't as many of them as you might think, and really just a handful that you will use with regularity. That said, this chapter is a big one and covers a lot of ground. I personally do like going through this chapter each semester that I teach this course just to remember some of the elements that are available for me to use that I don't think to use right along. I would take your time as you go through it and really think about what your uses for some of these elements might be, and maybe even jot a few of them down so that you don't forget them. It's really important to choose elements semantically, that is, in a way that most accurately describes the content's meaning. If you don't like how it looks, you can change it with a style sheet, and we'll obviously be talking about style sheets more later. A semantically marked up document ensures your content is available and accessible in the widest range of browsing environments, from desktop computers and mobile devices to assistive screen readers. It also allows non-human readers, such as search engine indexing programs, to correctly parse your content and make decisions about the relative importance of elements on the page. It is very important that you put some time and mark up your content appropriately. The author does a good job of introducing you to a bunch of elements in Chapter 5. An example of one would be the paragraph element. She gives an example of the opening tag, the closing tag, description of when this element is used, shows an example of it in the HTML code, and then sometimes shows an example of what it would look like in the browser. I think your best use of time would be to just gradually work through Chapter 5. I really recommend doing the exercises. You can't learn this without practicing it, but I don't necessarily think we need to do it on a video. I think this chapter is more suited for just going through it element by element on your own and at your own pace. Take your time going through Chapter 5 and learn the best way to most accurately describe the content that you have in your HTML page.